Happening right now, it is Spark Week, and you have no doubt seen the signs for a Spark Park at schools in the Houston area. But do you know what they are and how this is different from a school playground or a city park?
Yeah, the Spark program develops neighborhood parks on public school property. In 1983, Houston leaders realized using existing public property to build community parks is a win for the students, the schools, really the whole community. And now 41 years later, Spark is dedicating or rededicating 8 Spark Parks in our area.
Yeah, so joining us live this morning is Kathleen Ownby, the Executive Director of Spark, the school park program. And I know that you've got a busy week being Spark Week and all.
Yes, we've been very busy. And so we have 8 parks that we've dedicated since, I guess, the end of October. And so we have 6 this week, 1 last week, and so we're all over the city.
Yeah, we were just talking about the history in the commercial break, and I said, oh, how long have you been the executive director? And you said since '88?
Yes.
So almost from the inception of the
Yes.
entire program. You know, I was thinking, oh, maybe it was only the city of Houston, but now you guys are in 17 different school districts.
That's right, yeah. And so during this 8 dedications that we've had, we've actually been 3 in Cy-Fair, and 1 in Spring Branch. We were in Pasadena ISD yesterday, and then we have 3 in Houston ISD.
Yeah.
That's where all of the new parks have been unveiled in those areas. You guys are really spreading out.
Yes,
far.
yes.
Love it.
So tell us a little, so for people who don't know, and I didn't, how it works. I mean, how do you pick the schools and where does the money come from? Because these are really nice parks when you guys go in and put in all new equipment and everything.
Yeah, we're spending probably around $200,000 on each of our projects. And right now we're focused on projects that would alleviate park deserts, meaning that there's the schools that we pick, we are alleviating a park desert, meaning that there's not another city, county, or Spark Park within a 10-minute walk of that area.
Which was sort of the whole idea when the program started, is that we didn't have enough parks, and instead of trying to buy up property, it's like, let's use what's here.
Right, and so all of ours are on public school grounds, and we go to a school, or the school comes to us and ask for our help in rejuvenating their playground. Our one rule is that the playground must have a pedestrian access after school and on weekends for the community to use.
Because that's the big part of this, is that it is on school property, so kids get to use it during recess time, but then after hours, it's just an open park to the community. Anybody can come and have a good time.
Until dusk.
Yeah.
So we don't light our park, so it's not open at night.
So gates close at that time. How many in total, in the 41 years that you've been doing this, how many Spark Parks have been created, and across how many school districts are you guys at now?
So we're at 17 school districts, and right now we have about 165 open parks. We've done a few more than that, but some schools have closed and, you know, whatever.
So then how does the funding work? So a school comes to you and says, yeah, we want all this brand new equipment. We want to, I mean, what part of it is like the school helps pay for part of it? I mean, how does that work?
We give every school a goal of raising $5,000. That's strictly a goal. It's not a match. Some schools work really hard to raise that $5,000. Others can have a garage sale and raise $10,000 in a weekend. And so it really differs school by school, but almost every school can raise $5,000. And we feel like it's really important for each student to have a part in raising funds for their park and to have skin in the game. To feel like they raise the money for the whole.
And how rewarding to have something like this on their school campus then. So tell me about the calendar that you guys do too.
We started doing this calendar in 2001 to highlight public art components that we have on our parks. And so we highlight 12 different schools each year and so this is our 2025 calendar that's hot off the press, and we give those out at all of our dedications this fall to all the staff at the dedications, to the staff of the schools that are highlighted in the calendar.
If you open it up to one page, they're taking a tight shot of that so people can see.
Do you still see the pictures of the parks in there?
Yes.
And because I know as we're looking here, you can see it. You can open it up.
So this is an A-leaf school. Martin Elementary. This is Pearl Hall. This is a Pasadena school.
Because as part of the whole,
This is Miller. This is an A-Leaf school.
you have artists who come in and create these art. the
Yeah.
art.
And they often work with the art teachers, and
Oh,
the
wow.
students are involved. This is a
Oh, that's why I see the little
HISD
tiles with like
school.
kids' drawings and
Yeah.
stuff. So the kids from that school have actually contributed to the park.
This is Cornelius, an HISD school. This is the school that's on the cover, Martin.
And then you mentioned, each school, like they help with fundraising. You ask them, to contribute or raise $5,000. These parks are far more than that. So then who else is contributing to be able to make these possible?
So we have some really good foundation funders that have been with us for a long time. Right now, our Park Desert funding is coming mainly from the Kinder Foundation, Houston Endowment, the Cullen Foundation, the Brown Foundation, the Powell Foundation. Those are our main sponsors for this initiative.
Awesome.
Well, Kathleen Ownby, thank you for everything you do for making our communities brighter with these parks and making the children in these communities so happy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, awesome work. Thank you. Okay, we're going to take